Uno, dos. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Hey, wait a minute. Are we live? Okay, we're live. All the waiters in your grand cafe leave their tables when you blink. Whoa, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have his drink. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. Evening, everybody. All your life you had to stand in line. Now you're standing on your feet. Whoa, all your choices made you change your mind. And now your calendar's complete. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. Excuse me. You can say the human heart is only make-believe. I don't know what just happened there. Just a second. It's one of those moments where you know it's live. You can say the human heart is only make-believe. I'm only fighting fire with fire. You are still a victim of the accidents you leave. Sure as I'm a victim of desire. All the servants in your new hotel throw their roses at your feet. Whoa, pull them all, but baby I can tell. You're no stranger to the streets. Don't ask for favors. Don't talk to strangers. Don't ask me why. All right, underlay. Yesterday you were an only child. Now your ghosts have gone away. Whoa, you can kill them in the classic style. Now you parlay the front tape. Don't look for answers. You took your chances. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Hello, good evening, folks. Sorry about whatever happened to my throat there. I'm not sure. I think I read somewhere that happened to Josh Groban once, so he had to leave in the middle of a show for 5 minutes to go drink water and work with his vocal coach at Madison Square Garden. So I think we recovered pretty quick from that one. Anyway, good to be here. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. This is Piano Man Steve Lungrin coming at you live from Nevada Square Garden, center of gravity for music in the desert southwest of the United States. That number was called Don't Ask Me Why by Billy Joel. Don't ask me why I suddenly got this frog in my throat and had to stop and take a drink of water, but I did. Awesome. Hey, Gary, how you doing? All right, I'm going to check in the comments in just a second, but I'm going to play one more tune first. I see that some of you congregated in advance of the show to start trying to curry favor with me to influence the set list early. I like your style. Sounds like something I'd do if I were in your position. All right, this is an old Elton John number that I pulled out of Mothballs from the Tumbleweed Connection album in 1970 called Country Comfort. Soon the pines will be falling everywhere. Village children fight each other for a share. And the 609 goes roaring past the creek. And Deacon Lee prepares a sermon for next week. I saw Grandma yesterday down at the store. Was she really going fine for 84? Well, she asked me if sometime I'd fix her barn. The poor old girl, she needs a hand to run that farm. And it's good old country comfort in my bones. It's the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. An old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts in a truck going on home. Yeah. Down the well, they've got a new machine. The foreman says cuts manpower by 15. Yeah, but that ain't natural. But so old Clay would say. See, he's a horse-drawn man till his dying day. And it's good old country comfort in my bones. Just the sweetest sound my ears have ever known. An old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts in a truck going on home. Good old country comfort in my bones. The sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Good old-fashioned feeling fully grown. Country comforts in a truck going on home. Now the old bad goose is flying across the fields. The hedgehog's done in clay between the breeze. And the rocking chair is creaking on the porch. Across the valley moves the herdsman with his torch. And it's good old country comfort in my bones. The sweetest sound my ears have ever known. Country comforts in a truck going on home. Country comforts in a truck going on home. Country comforts in a truck that's coming back home. Okay, well, let's see how everybody's doing and say hello to some folks. Let's see, who's all here tonight? We have Edward, Denny from England. Thank you. Everyone, this is always the drill at the beginning here. We like to have everyone chime in and tell me where you're watching from. I like to know who's chiming in and where they're from, because I think the coolest thing in the world is that we get to experience this together, even though we're thousands and thousands of miles, or in all of your cases, kilometers apart from one another. So yeah, where we got Brandon Polhammer, Timothy Williams. Famous Last Words, that's a good song. I'm not familiar. I mean, I've heard it plenty of times, but I don't think I'd give it a very honest reading tonight, so I'm going to have to give you a rain check on that one, but I'll put it on my list of things to learn. I do have another deep cut from River of Dreams, though, tonight that I'm going to play for you. So, Blue Ice Cream, Until the Night, or Blessed. Blessed, man, that's a great song. I really need to throw that one into a future stream. I'm not prepared for it tonight, but that's a great song from the Made in England album. Yeah, count on that one in a future stream here coming up shortly. Until the Night. Well, it looks like we probably are going to have to do that. We've got a chorus of people asking for that one. Jake Bland, my man, from across the pond. Good to see you. Ben H. Oh, we have another Steve in the room. All right. Jack Wilkinson. Thank you very much. Jack Fahey. Yeah, Border Song probably is apt for tonight, isn't it, right now, Jake? Okay. Looking here. That's probably a good one to play tonight. I'm sure we'll be able to squeeze that one in. Henry Howard, my friend. Excuse me, my friend. Good to see you here. I think probably I could play piano, man. I've been known to do that one a time or two in my life. And good evening to you, sir. The first one was by Billy Joel. It was by Billy Joel. Don't ask me why. The second one was by Elton John, called Country Comfort. Good evening from Scotland. Good to have you with us here. Great to have everyone with us. Let's see here. Hi, Charlotte. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Hi, Ruth Ann, coming at us from near Washington, D.C. Hope you're staying safe. That's a pretty volatile place right now. So, oh gosh, who all? Hello, Mr. Steve. Thanks for the shout out there on the tutorials. Thank you. Appreciate it, Noah. Kind of had a little bit of a hiccup there in the middle, but that's okay. Hey, Jock, how you doing? Okay. Carrying on, ladies and gentlemen. I have some music by John Denver I wanted to share with you tonight. This is a song that's meaningful to me in a lot of ways, especially as we're living through these kind of challenging, polarizing times. This is a song about how we're all connected. aren't very many problems in the world that aren't solved by remembering that we're all a part of each other and a part of everything around us, and that's what this song's about. And I heard John sing this in 1994 in person, and it blew my mind. It's about summer, and it's called Summer. Silently the morning mist is lying on the water, captive moonlight waiting for the dawn. Softly like a baby's breath, a breeze begins to whisper, the sun is coming, quick, you must be gone. Smiling like a superstar, the morning comes in singing the promise of another sunny day. And all the flowers open up together in the sunshine. I do believe the summer's here to stay. Do you care what's happening around you? Do your senses know the changes when they come? Can you see yourself reflected in the seasons? Can you understand the need to carry on? Writing on the tapestry of all there is to see, so many ways and oh, so many things. Rejoicing in the differences, there's no one just like me, yet as different as we are, we're still the same. Oh, life within me, I feel a part of everything I see, and oh, I love the life around me. A part of everything is here in me. A part of everything is here in me. A part of everything is here in me. All right, I just want to take a second and appreciate. Hey, Spencer Hansen's in the house. Botsford? Good Lord. How you doing, Brian? Nice to know that you're in on the joke here. Gosh, now that brings back some great stories, but I want to bring up this guy right here. This guy is a friend of mine, and I need to recognize him because first of all, he's a piano teacher as well as me. He has a great course called Piano in 21 Days. And it's fantastic for people who have never played before and they want to gain some competence in the style that we use. It's pretty similar in style to the Piano Man approach. And he had me help him out with an extension course about a year and a half ago. Or a little over a year and a half ago, and it was a great experience. I went to Baton Rouge, where he's at, for a week, and we filmed a course together and developed it for about 6 weeks together leading into the experience. And he taught me a ton about technology, how to use it, how to do it cost effectively. So the fact that this actually sounds and looks good is largely because of him and his his tutoring of me on these things, and so he's been a great friend and a great mentor in that regard. So I appreciate Jacques' help and everything. And most importantly, I'm using StreamYard to put this out, which is why I can go to both YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, and it's a fantastic platform I wouldn't even know about if it wasn't for him. So big thank you out to my friend Jacques. Just did a joint live stream with him the other day for his piano students, and it was a blast. You are here, Joseph. And I am here too. Yay, all right, awesome. Dublin, fantastic, Jerry. I love that you're drinking and listening. I assume you're not drinking apple juice, Spencer. Yes, indeed. What an incredible lyricist. Oh man, that's really nice of you. I appreciate that so much. Now, really quick, so here's a couple of guys that go back to these dudes, Spencer and Brian. So Spencer's leaving the comment. Brian Botsford was a year older than me in high school, and still one of the 5 best musicians I've ever met in my life. Insanely talented guy. Played trumpet, played piano, sang his ass off, just super knowledgeable, I think, I don't know, are you a choir director now, Brian, or a band director? But he could do either one. He's the kind of guy who could probably write orchestral scores. He's just super talented that way. And he and I were both Billy Joel nerds and Elton John nerds, and had a friendly competition to see who could learn things the fastest and the best. And I can't speak for whether I made him a better musician, but I guarantee you he made me a better musician. So it's great to know he's watching. And Spencer was a freshman when I was a senior in high school, and he was the young stud coming up. And he was a little wet behind the ears at the time, but you could tell he had a lot of talent, and he was just like a little puppy. He'd walk into the room and have a big grin on his face every day, like, wow, this is so cool. I can't believe we get to have band as a class. All right. And was always tinkering, and he has turned into a fabulous musician. Just an amazing singer and an amazing piano player, and he's in a band with some friends of mine back in Nebraska, and does some other things on the side, and also a music teacher back in Nebraska at Lexington Public Schools. So great to have both of them tuned in. Blast from the past, and 2 of the finest musicians I've ever known in person. Okay, moving on with the show. I think you are right, Jake. We will do Border Song just because it feels right for the times. Holy Moses, I have been removed. I've seen the specter, and he has been here too. Different color from down the line, branded people who ain't my kind. Holy Moses, I have been removed. Holy Moses, I've been deceived. Now the wind has changed direction, I think I'll have to leave. Won't you please excuse my frankness, it's not my cup of tea. Holy Moses, I have been deceived. Going back to the border where my affairs ain't abused. I can't take any more bad water. Been poisoned from my head down to my shoes. Whoa. Moses, I have been removed. Holy Moses, let us live in peace. Let us strive to find a way to make all hatred cease. There's a man over there. What is his color? I don't care. He's my brother. Let us live in peace. He's my brother. Said let us live in peace. He's my brother. Said let us all live in peace. Thank you, Jerry. Well, thanks, Edward. Well, maybe we'll be able to set something like that up over Skype or something someday. I don't have that option available at the moment, but, you know, technology has been greatly accelerated by this whole coronavirus lockdown. The reliance on these things like video chatting and all of that has just gone through the roof, and probably not changing anytime soon. I mean, even as we advance through this and get treatments and vaccines and therapies and all that stuff and achieve herd immunity, the technology is not going away. So I think that it's going to be a big part of our lives, and some one-on-one coaching is something that I'll probably be looking into as things progress. So maybe we'll be able to do that, but I'm not promising a release date on something like that, but I appreciate the comment very much. And thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. From Spain, España, some jazz blues. Let's see. You must be thinking of, you're probably thinking of, what's that called? Zanzibar. Would be my guess. Hi, Diana. Thank you. I appreciate that. Allentown. Okay, well, I'm going to play a couple of things that I had planned first, and then I'll get back to some requests here. I've been wanting to share this with you guys for a while. We're going to switch over to the old Fender Rhodes sound. I always thought it was fun. Billy Joel and Elton John have like a couple of songs that I always thought were like twins, in a way. They were both named. They both had a man's name, a one-word title, and both of them they played Fender Rhodes on. So we're going to start with the Billy Joel one. It's called James. Except we're gonna drop it a half step. I just have a feeling that's a good idea today. That's why I like playing keyboards, folks. James, we were always friends from our childhood days, and we made our plans, and we had to go our separate ways. I went on the road, you pursued an education. James, do you like your life? Can you find release Will you ever change? Will you ever write your masterpiece? Are you still in school, living up to expectations? James, you were so relied upon, and everybody knows how hard you try. Hey, well, look at what a job you've done, carrying the weight of family pride. James, you've been well behaved, you've been working hard, but will you always stay someone else's dream of who you are? I went on the road and you pursued an education, James. I went on the road and you pursued an education, James. How you gonna know for sure? Everything was so well organized. Hey, now everything is so secure, and everybody else is satisfied. James, do you like your life? Will you ever, can you find release? Will you ever change? When will you write your masterpiece? Ah, what's good for you, but you're not good for anybody, James. All right. And a few years before that, Elton came out with, like I say, a song that I always thought James was the sort of twin brother or the cousin of, and it went like this. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. But Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Whoa, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. And Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Oh, it looks like Daniel. It must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, it looks like Daniel. It must be the clouds in my eyes. All righty, let's get back to the comments here for a second. I agree with that completely. Hey, Logan, good to see you too. I may have to take a crack at Drops of Jupiter for you today. Thank you very much. We'll find out. He usually doesn't respond. He's got to have the phaser effect in there too, Jake. We got a friend in New York City named Brian Sharbowitz who's got a special affinity for Fender Rhodes when you mix Fender Rhodes with this particular effect. We'll see. He tends to have coronary conditions whenever I play something on Fender Rhodes with the old phaser effect. We'll see if he has the same situation happen. Let's see here. That's awesome. And thanks for tuning in. I appreciate having such a wide diversity of age groups here. Yes, I'm working on that. Just put out my first one in a while, but I've got about 4 or 5 more in the pipeline that'll be coming out over the next few weeks. If you're just joining us, I'm Piano Man Steve Lungrin, coming at you live from Nevada Square Garden here in Mesquite, Nevada. If you're enjoying yourself, I hope that if you're on Facebook that you'll share this video so other people can join us. And if you're really enjoying yourself, you feel so inclined, in the description of both Facebook and YouTube, I have some digital tipping options. Not required, but it sure is appreciated. Doesn't matter whether it's $1 or $5 or $100 or anything in between. So, anyway, we got Venmo and PayPal down there, and the greatest gift you can give me is your presence. So, but if you can chip in a few shekels every once in a while, that's helpful for me, keeps the lights on. Miami, Florida. Well, thank you very much. Okay, well, I've got a lot of great songs here that have been requested and a few that I planned on for the day, so I guess I'll start in with a few requests because I played a few that I came prepared for. And caveat with all of these, in order to play you a lot of varieties and deep cuts and such, I don't play them perfectly. And I sure don't always remember the words, but I'll do what I can. Let's see, this is called The Entertainer by Billy Joel. We'll see what I can do with it. I am the entertainer. I noticed where I stand. Another serenade from from another long-haired man. Today I am a champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game. You forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. Yeah. I am the entertainer. I've had to pay my price. Things I didn't know at first, I learned by doing twice. Still they come to haunt me. Still they want their say. So I learned to dance with a hand in my pants, let them rub my neck, and then I write them a check, and they go their merry way. Whoa. I am the entertainer. Been all around the world, played all kinds of palaces, and laid all kinds of girls. Well, I can't remember faces, don't remember names. Well, but what the hell, you know it's just as well, 'cause after a while and a million miles, it all becomes the same. I am the entertainer, come to play my songs. I'd like to spend a day or two, but I can't stay that long. No, I got to meet expenses, got to stay in line, gotta get those fees to the agency. So I'd love to stay, but there's bills to pay, so I just don't have the time. I'm the entertainer, come to do my show. You heard my latest record, it's been on the radio. Oh, it took me years to write it. They were the best years of my life. Was a beautiful song, but it ran too long. If you're gonna have a hit, you gotta make it then. So they cut it down to 305. I am the entertainer, the idol of my age. I make all kinds of money when I go on the stage. Well, you've seen me in the papers, been in the magazines, but if I go cold, I won't get sold. I'll get put in the back on the discount rack like another can of beans. I am the entertainer, and I know just where I stand. Another serenader from another long-haired band. Today I am your champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game. You forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. All right, let's see. What do we have? Thank you. So good to have you here with us, as always, Ruth. Thanks, Joe. Nice. Yeah, I love that whole album. It's kind of an unsung hero, isn't it, Noah? I like that whole record. Thank you, Rob. You guys are really kind. Okay, so what did I have? This is a song I want to share with you. I'm going to tell you a little story about this one. Time to hydrate. So in 2007, I had what I would consider to be kind of a truly paradigm-shifting moment in my life. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and I got to play some of my original songs at a little at a little place that hosts singer-songwriters on the outskirts of town. That was really fun. But the thing that really changed me was that I went to this show. My older sister joined me, Tracy, and we were there, and we went to this little dive called the Bluebird Cafe, and it's the preeminent place for songwriters to come and share their material. And what they had going on that night was called Songwriters in the Round. Now, a lot of nights they just have open mics, and anyone who's written a song, if you stand in line long enough, you can get in and you can get a chance to play. But this particular night, they had invited some successful songwriters, not people that had recorded their own music, but people that just write songs for a living. And they were there. There were 4 of them in a circle, and they went around in a circle, and they each would play some of the hit songs that they have written. And it was an absolutely incredible experience. There was no band. Each one of them had a keyboard, and the other 3 just had guitars. And it was a truly amazing experience for me. And one of the guys who was there was a guy named Dave Berg. And what really changed in me is that all my life leading up to this point, I didn't get to play in bands as often as I would have liked growing up, for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm a piano player. I'm not a keyboard player, meaning my specialty is not strings, horns, weird precise synthesizer line, have 2 or 3 stacks of keyboards and you're doing this and organ and a little of this, and that's really what most of the bands were looking for in my area, and that's just not really my area of expertise. I do what I'm doing here, and so without a band basically and I also am a lead singer, but then I have this other challenge as a lead singer that I'm a baritone, and most of the music was recorded for tenors. So I wasn't getting hired by a band to be a lead singer for the most part, because the band didn't want to have to transpose everything down, a half step, whole step, sometimes even a minor third. And they wanted to just copy the record. And all the music, to get the variety, was very much guitar-based. And so the only spot for a keyboard player in those bands was to be one of these guys, and I just didn't want to do that. I mean, I can, but I didn't want to do that. That's not what turns me on, and I didn't want to sit in the back of the band and do that and not really be able to be a front man and sing too. And so I eventually bought a sequencer, which is this keyboard over here, and I started building accompaniment tracks and taking them out, and I became kind of a one-man band because I had to build a gig around my skill set, and it worked really well, and I've had 20 years of fun playing like that. So, but I always thought it was a little bit less than, and I always wanted to be able to play either with accompaniment or in a group. And I saw this show at the Bluebird Cafe, and the power of those songs stripped down to nothing but one instrument and a voice. And the song had to be so good to carry the moment. Otherwise, a bad song you can dress up with production and still impress people with it. But these had to be really good songs, or else they wouldn't carry the moment. And I was so blown away. And in that moment, I had a complete shift in paradigm where it's like, okay, it's great when I get to play in a band, and it's great when I get to play with tracks, but it's special when I get to play just the piano and the vocal. It's no longer settling for less than I'd like. This is a special art form in and of itself, and it became something that I truly embraced. And a couple of years later, when I decided to create the Piano Man Approach online course, the first thing I did was start prolifically putting out videos on YouTube of me doing exactly what I'm doing here. And so a lot of times when I get hired to play at a party or a bar or a club or something, I still use tracks because those settings work really well to have a group sound. But my favorite thing to do is exactly what I'm doing here, and it's because of the mind shift change that I had watching Dave Berg and those other guys that night, and how powerful that music was when it was stripped down to just one instrument and one voice. And I really started to embrace that, and the last 10 years of my life have been defined by playing the piano and singing without anything else backing me up. So I want to play one of the songs that Dave Berg wrote that he did that night. It was a #1 hit for a Canadian country band called Moments, and I think it's an amazing song of redemption, and I think all of us can relate to how at our lowest moments in life, that's not really the full definition of who we are. So it goes like this. I was coming to an end of a long, long walk when a man crawled out of a cardboard box under the East Street Bridge, followed me onto it, and I went out halfway across with that homeless shadow tagging along, so I dug for some change, wouldn't need it anyway. He took it looking just a bit ashamed. He said, you know, I haven't always been this way. I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do, like that plane ride coming home from the war that summer, and my son was born, and memories like a coat so warm the cold wind can't get through. Looking at me now, you may not know it, but I've had my moments. I stood there trying to find my nerve, wondering if a single soul on earth would care it all, miss me when I'm gone. That old man just kept hanging around, looking at me, looking down. I think he recognized that look in my eyes. Standing with him there, I felt ashamed. You know, I haven't always been this way. I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do, like the day I walked away from the wine for a woman who became my wife, and a love that when it was right could always see me through. Looking at me now, you may not know it, but I've had my moments. I know somewhere around a trash can fire tonight, that old man's telling his story one more time, and he's saying, I've had my moments, days in the sun, moments I was second to none, moments when I knew I did what I thought I couldn't do, like that cool night on the East Street Bridge when a young man almost ended it, but I was right there, wasn't scared a bit, and I helped him pull on through. Looking at me now, you might not know it. Oh, looking at me now, you may not know it. I've had my moments. I've had my moments. Thanks for indulging me. That song just knocked me on the floor that night, and I've tried to live up to that kind of lyrical standard with my writing ever since. But I also embraced fully this as an art form. This is not less than playing with a group. Playing with a group isn't less than this. It's just two different things. But this is something that is very special for me, and it's something that I can do whether I've got a group of people with me or not. You know, it's and the joys and the amazing things it's brought to my life to embrace this and build this audience of people around YouTube over the years. It's pretty special. Okay, so carrying on. Here's one I have not done on any of these live streams as of yet. Up-tempo song by Elton John. Let's see if you can spot it. This is from about 1988. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've always said one was enough to love. Now I hear you bragging one is not enough. Well, someone tells me you're not satisfied. Got plans to make me want to 4 or 5. I guess the kind of thing is in your blood, but you won't catch me carving up my love. I ain't no puzzle piece that needs to fit. If it takes more than me, let's call it quits. 'Cause I don't want to go on with you like that. Don't want to be a feather in your cap. Just want to tell you, honey, I ain't mad. I don't want to go on with you like that. Whoa. 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 Oh, yeah. It gets so hard sometimes to understand. This vicious circle's getting out of hand. Don't need an extra eye to see. That's a fire that spreads faster in it breathes. I don't want to go on with you like that. Don't want to be a feather in your cap. Just don't want to tell you, baby, I ain't mad. I don't want to go on with you like that. No, I don't want to go on with you like that. One more set of boots on your welcome mat. Just have to quit them if you want me back. 'Cause I don't want to go on with you like that. Whoa. 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 Whoa, yeah. Oh, if you want to spread it around, sister, that is fine. But I don't want no second and feeding me lines. You want to hold someone in the middle of the night. Call out the guards, turn out the lights. And I don't want to go on with you like that. Don't want to be a feather in your cap. Just to have to tell you, baby, I ain't mad. I don't want to go on with you like that. I don't want to go on with you like that. One more set of boots on your welcome mat. Just have to quit them if you right, here's a Billy Joel song I haven't done on any of these streams yet that was requested a few weeks ago. This is from the River of Dreams album, another rocker. This is called No Man's Land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've seen those big machines come rolling through the quiet pines. Blue suits and bangers with their Volvos and their Valentines. Give us this day our daily discount, outlet merchandise. Raise up a multiplex and we will make a sacrifice. Now we're gonna get the big business. Now we're gonna get the real thing. Everybody's all excited about it. Who remembers when it all began? Out here in no man's land, before they passed the master plan. Out here in no man's land, low supply and high demand. Here in no man's land. There ain't much work out here in our consumer power base. No major industry, just miles and miles of parking space. This morning's papers says our neighbors in a cocaine bust. Lots more to read about Lolita and suburban lust. Now we're gonna get the whole story. Now we're gonna be in prime time. Everybody's all excited about it. Who remembers when it all began? Out here in no man's land, just begun to understand. Out here in no man's land, low supply and high demand. Here in no man's land. Here in no man's land. I see these children with their boredom and their vacant stares. God help us all if we're to blame for their unanswered prayers. They roll the sidewalks up at night. This place goes underground. Thanks to the condo kings, this cable now in Zombie Town. Now we're gonna get the closed circuit. Now we're gonna get the top 40. Now we're gonna get the sports franchise. Now we're gonna get the major attractions. Who remembers when it all began? Out here in no man's land, for the whole world was in our hands. Out here in no man's land, for the banners and the marching bands. Out here in no man's land, low supply and high demand. Here in no man's land. Here in no man's land. Here in no man's land. Here in no man's land, yeah. Here in no man's land. That one's courtesy of Jake Bland. If you didn't like it, you can blame him. He asked for it. Now, I've always loved that song. That was the opener during the River of Dreams tour. Let's see what's happening in the comments. Cable now in Zombieland, indeed. Nice. Yeah, that's a great rocker. Let's see. Now, we always have time for that song. Thanks, Gary. Well, you know. Oh, Carla Shundo. This was our family's foreign exchange student from Brazil back in the 80s. She was my sister. She still is my sister. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. What else do we have happening here? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to work that one up for a future one, Blonde Over Blue. That's a great song, man. That's a great song. I need to refresh myself on this one, Rob, but if you keep tuning in, I promise I'll be getting to that soon. I'm trying to create a balance between the old stuff and the newer stuff for both these guys, as well as pepper in some of my own music and other people's. It's difficult to do everything I want to do, but it's a nice thing about doing this twice a week is it gives me plenty of time to get a lot of variety in. Yes, I hope that delivered, Jake. Nice, thank you. I appreciate that. I missed that earlier. Ooh, Gillum, great song. Gonna have to be working on that. Hi, Mom. Okay, lots of nice people in here tonight. Ooh. Falling of the Rain, I'm working on that one. That one's got kind of a tricky piano part that I've got to get pretty well under my fingers or else it's a train wreck. But that last one I played was a deep cut from a later Billy Joel album, 1993. It's weird to call that the new stuff, 1993. This is a deep cut from 1973. And it's about the state that I live in now, kind of. This is for Logan, deep cut request. He always found it hard to take her. She wouldn't listen to advice, though he never tried to make her. She often thought it would be nice. Oh, and now she's heading out to California. Been a long time coming, but she's feeling like a woman tonight. And she left a little letter, said she's gonna make a stop in Nevada. Goodbye, goodbye. She tried for years to be a good wife. She never quite got off the ground. Sorry, I lost my spot there. It never quite got off the ground. And all those stories of the good life convinced her not to hang around. Oh, and now she's heading out to California. And she doesn't know what's coming, but she's sure what she's leaving behind. And she left a little letter, said she's gonna make a stop in Nevada. Goodbye, goodbye. She finds it hard to leave him. She knows it would be worse to stay. He wouldn't understand the reasons that make a woman run away. Oh, and now she's heading out to California with some money in her pocket. She's a rocket on the 4th of July. And she left a little letter, said she's gonna make a stop in Nevada. Goodbye, good. Oh, and now she's heading out to California. And with some money in her pocket, she's a rocket on the 4th of July. And she left a little letter, said she's gonna make a stop in Nevada. Goodbye, goodbye. That one's very off the cuff, but I've always really liked that song. Also, this is sort of silly, but so I live in Nevada, and obviously this is about a stop in Nevada, but there's a line in there that says, in all those stories of the good life, and the good life, that's the slogan. That's what we call my home state of Nebraska. Nebraska, the good life. So, got some affection for this song. Mama can't love you, Daddy don't need you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. Mama don't want you, Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. That's all I can remember right now, Ruth, but I do like that song. Well, maybe I'll have to look at the whole thing. Woo! We stopped and stayed. California never. Gary. Nice. Yeah, me too. California is a place I like to have access to go visit regularly, but I don't want to, actually have to live there. That traffic is a little much for me. Levon, one of my all-time favorites. Levon wears his war wound like a crown, and he calls his child Jesus, because he likes the name, and he sends him to the finest school in town. Levon likes his money, and he makes a lot, they say. Spends his days counting in a garage by the motorway. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times had got his dead and the war's begun. Albert Tostig had a son today, and he shall be Levon, Levon sells cartoon balloons in town. His family business thrives. Jesus blows up balloons all day. Sits on the porch swing watching them fly. And Jesus, he wants to go to Venus and leave Levon far behind. Take a balloon and go sailing while Levon slowly dies. He was born a pauper to a pawn on Christmas Day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Alvin Tostig had a son today, and he shall be Levon, and he shall be a good man, and he shall be Levon, in tradition with a family plan. Woo! He shall be Levon, and he shall be a good man, and he shall be Levon, and he shall be Levon, and he shall be a good man. He shall be Levon, in tradition with a family plan. Woo! He shall be Levon, he shall be a good man. He shall be Levon, he shall be Levon. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. And he shall be, woo, he shall be Levon. He shall be Levon. He shall be Levon. Mine too, young man, mine too. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, I had somebody want this earlier. Let's see if anyone can spot this. From the 52nd album, or the 52nd Street album in 1978 by Billy Joel. Alley dances and the audience applauds. Now he's bathed in sweat, hasn't lost his style. Alley, don't you go downtown. You gave away another round for free. Whoa, me, I'm just another face at Zanzibar, and the waitress always serves a secret smile. Whoa, she's waiting out in Shantytown, gonna throw the curtains down for me. For me, I got the old man's car, I got a jazz guitar, I got a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. knows he's such a credit to, let's do that right. Rosie knows he'll never reach the Hall of Fame, and the Yankees grab the headlines every time. Melodrama's so much fun, black and white for everyone to see. Whoa, me, I'm trying just to get to second base, and I'd steal it if she only gave the sign. Whoa, she's gonna give the go-ahead. The inning isn't over yet for me. For me, I got the old man's car, I got a Tez guitar, I got a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. Tell the waitress I'll come back to Zanzibar. I'll be hiding in the darkness with my beer. Whoa, she's gonna give the go-ahead. Wait, she's waiting out in Shantytown. She's gonna pull her panties down for me. For me, I got the old man's car, and I got a jazz guitar, I got a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. Hey. Woo, that keeps me on my toes. It's PG-13 at absolute worst, Jake. Come on. Besides which, I'm here playing for a bunch of Billy Joel fans. They want to hear that. All right. Awesome. Well, Alan, if you're a friend of Gary, you're a friend of mine. Summer Highland Falls, it is. Say that these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I have ever known. I believe there is a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. Now I have seen the sad surrender in my lover's eyes. I can only stand upon and sympathize. We are always what our situations hand us. See the sadness or euphoria. Some will argue and will compromise and realize that nothing's ever changed. Our mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. We are forced to recognize our inhumanity. The reason coexists with our insanity, and we choose between reality and madness. See the sadness or euphoria. Yeah. Our energies. Perhaps we don't fulfill each other's fantasies, and we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities. I see the sadness or euphoria. Whoa. Alrighty, what do we have next? Should I do something? What did I come here prepared to do? Right, here's another one that I haven't done at any of these yet. I did get a request for this a couple weeks ago, or a week ago maybe. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. Wait a minute. A 1, yeah, a 1. What key am I in? I thought I was in the right key. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hang on, guys. I practiced this, and I thought I was in the right key, but I was singing really softly in my headphones. Some love is just a love. No, we need to be here. I'm sorry about that. Really know it's live when something like that happens, right? I say a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, some love is just a lie of the hearts. The cold remains of what began with a passion. It starts, and they may not want it to end, but it will. It's just a question of when. I've lived long enough to have learned. The closer you get to the fire, the more you're gonna face a moment of truth. It's hard when you're always afraid. You just recover when another belief is betrayed. So break my heart if you must. It's a matter of trust. You can't go the distance with too much resistance. I know you have doubts, but for God's sake, don't shut me out. This time you got nothing to lose. You can take it, you can leave it, whatever you choose. Won't hold back anything, and I'll walk away a fool or a king. Some love is just a lie of the mind. Make believe till it's only a matter of time. And some might have learned to adjust, but it never was a matter of trust. I'm sure you're aware, love, we both had our share of believing too long when the whole situation was wrong. Well, some love is just a lie of the soul, a constant battle for the ultimate state of control. After you've heard lie upon lie, it can hardly be a question of why. Some love is just a lie of the heart. Cold remains of what began with a passionate start. But that can't happen to us, 'cause it's always been a matter of trust. It's a matter of trust. Whoa. Hey, it's a matter of trust. Whoa. 'Cause it's always been a matter of trust. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that one in. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. All right, we can definitely do this one. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I sat on the road, kicked up the mouse. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun has been quite kind while I wrote this song for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the things, what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Okay, thank you very much for that request. Ooh. That is one I have not done on any of these streams. I definitely have one of those coming up. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But I'm very intrigued by this request for one of my sentimental favorite songs of all time, and certainly Billy Joel songs. Before I was even a Billy Joel fan, just when I was a kid and I didn't know anything, I didn't even know I wanted to be a piano player. My mom was an avid collector of cassette tapes. She would join Columbia or those, one of those groups that you'd sign up and they'd send you 6 tapes for a penny. And then if you didn't discontinue, they'd keep sending you a new cassette every week and charge you. Well, so we had quite the collection, and one of them that she had was this album called An Innocent Man by Billy Joel. And it is not really an album that showcased his piano playing that much, so I didn't really associate him as a piano player when I first heard his name. But I loved the music on that. I had Uptown Girl and Tell Her About It, and Keeping the Faith, and An Innocent Man, and This Night, and all kinds of good stuff. But one that I just thought was so pretty and just so much fun to listen to was this one called Leave a Tender Moment Alone, and I'll do my best with it here. I haven't done this in quite a while. Even though I'm in love, sometimes I get so afraid I'll say something so wrong, just to have something to say. know the moment isn't right to tell the girl a comical line, keep the conversation light. I'm just riding out of my mind, but if that's how I feel, it's the best feeling I've ever known. It's undeniably real. Leave a tender moment alone. Yes, I know I'm in love. Just when I ought to relax, put my foot in my mouth. 'Cause I'm just a boy to the facts. If the girl gets too close, and I need some room to escape when the moment arose, I'll tell her it's all a mistake, but that's not how I feel. No, that's another woman I've known. She's undeniably real. Leave a tender moment alone, but it's not only me breaking down when the tension gets high. Just when I am in a serious mood, she is suddenly quiet and shy. No, the moment isn't right to hold my emotions inside, change the attitude tonight. I've run out of places to hide, but if that's how I feel, it's the best feeling I've ever known, undeniably real. Tender moment alone. Leave a tender moment, leave a tender moment alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, leave it alone. Leave a tender moment alone. Well, my voice cracked on that last one like I'm going through puberty. Leave a tender moment alone. There we go. Thanks for the request. That's kind of a challenging one to sing, but God, I just love that song so very much. Let's see here. I do not know that one. I will have to look that up. Sorry, I can't help you with that. Okay, let's see. It's time to do a Steve Lungrin song. I'm kind of feeling, I've been feeling a little bit nostalgic for my dog and my cat lately. All this time at home, they sure would have been good company through all of this. I lost my dog in July of 2017. His name was Chipper. I called him Boo, and sometimes I called him Turd, but it was always with love. And he was a good boy. He was a little shelty. He was a week shy of his 10th birthday, and he got a bad tooth infection, and we just couldn't turn it around. And then about a year and a half later, in December of 2018, I lost my cat, and her name was Spock, and she was about 9, and she got her kidneys started to fail, and they really don't know why. And we couldn't turn that around either. And they were both really good companions, and I'm very fond of critters, and I haven't replaced them because at first I just didn't have the heart to start the whole process over again yet. But now I'm ready, and we're in the middle of this whole lockdown, so it's kind of, I haven't weighed my options. But anyway, I wrote this song in their memory. This is called Four Legs and Fur. If you've ever had a dog or a cat, or both, I think you'll understand this. When they are puppies, they have so much zing, running and playing and sniffing and chewing on every last thing. And as they get bigger and start to grow mild, they bring back that puppy again anytime they sense you need a smile. They stay by your ankles in case you might need them, just happy to be in your pack. As you both grow older, the one thing you're sure of is that ball of fuzz has your back. 4 legs and fur, innocent and pure. There's something special inside their hearts, but what, I'm not quite sure. And I know I'll never feel love that's more true and secure than came from my friends with 4 legs and fur. When they are kittens, they tear up your house, scratching and clawing and swatting and pouncing like they found a mouse. Your home is their kingdom. They follow no rules. They'll go anywhere because they just don't care if you disapprove. They'll hide in the darkness for hours on end, then come out and whine for a meal. You think they don't care till they purr on your chest and show you how they really feel. 4 legs and fur, innocent and pure. There's something special inside their hearts, but what, I'm not quite sure. But I know I'll never find love that's more true and secure than came from my friends with 4 legs and fur. Then one sad day, we say our goodbyes. They take their last breath, and the light leaves their eyes, and it breaks your heart right down to the core. 'Cause you know, as much as you love them, somehow they loved you more. 4 legs and fur, innocent and pure. There's something special inside their hearts, but what I'm not quite sure. But I know I'll never feel love that's more true and secure than came from my friends with 4 legs and fur. And I know forever that I'll feel a love that endures for all my friends that came with 4 legs and fur. Thanks, guys. That's coming up on my upcoming EP, which I promise I'll be making some announcements on. The only reason I haven't actually announced a formal release date is because I'm waiting on the artwork. But 5 new songs. Got another probably 6 or 7 like ready to go, but the social distancing's prevented me from working with my sound engineer. So we turned it from an LP to an EP. We'll put these 5 out, and then I'll just start a new LP, and hopefully about a year and a half from now, I'll come out with another one that'll be a beefier 10, 12 songs. Hey, thank you. Nice to see you, man. And thank you, Catherine. No, you're the best. I do like Ray Charles. I don't have anything prepared right now, but I'll look into it. Yeah, he's like the man. He's the one we built this city on. Let's see, what did I have in mind here? I had a few other things that I was planning on doing, but I'll just back those off to a future stream. And quick like, if you're just joining us, I'm about to wrap things up, but I'm Piano Man Steve. We're coming at you live from Nevada Square Garden. We do this every Wednesday and Sunday at 3 o'clock Pacific time. That's 6 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States. You can do the math on how that works out for your own time zone, but we have a good time. Fellowship, music. I bring a few things that I'm planning on doing, and then usually the whole thing blows up in my face, and pretty soon we're just taking requests. I don't always intend to only play Billy Joel and Elton John, but that seems to be what everyone always wants to hear, so we do a lot of that, which is not a problem for me. It's my favorite music in the world. But I try to share some things by other singer-songwriters and, of course, from my own personal compositions. And but what I want to end with tonight is actually a song I've ended some previous live streams with. This is by my favorite, more contemporary singer-songwriter, a young man named Jason Mraz, who I think has a beautiful voice and a gift for very compelling melodies and wonderful lyrics. And, you know, I'm not making a political statement. It's not my style to do that. But right now there's a lot of turbulence going on in the United States, and I have friends on both sides of those political divides, and I know a lot of people with good hearts and good intentions who are acting in good faith on both sides. And of course, we've got some demagogues who are exploiting these situations on both sides too. And all I can say is that I believe in people, and I believe that people are basically good. And we go through periods of time like this because we need to air out our grievances. And the long arc of history, America tends to bend it towards inclusion and justice and kindness and opportunity. But it's always a difficult experience to go through the process that bends it in that direction. But this song says, I won't give up. and I won't give up on the people of my country or the people around the world. We are dealing with a lot of crazy stuff right now, but I think at the end of the day, that basic element inside human beings that makes them good to seek joy, and what everyone wants more than anything in the world is to love and to be loved. And sometimes when we're in the darkness and we don't know how to find that within ourselves, it's still the light that guides us. And so that's what this song is kind of about, or how I feel about it. And I won't give up. I know that we'll get through all of this. I look into your eyes, like watching the night sky, or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth, and we've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. No, I won't give up. I don't want to be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I've got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the sky gets rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, I'm still looking up. I won't give up on us, and God knows I'm tough, tough enough, and we've got a lot to learn, and we're worth it. So I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. Thanks so much, guys. It's a privilege to have the chance to be in your lives and your homes and your phones. Some of you stay up really, really late to watch these because of the time difference, and I'll never be able to tell you how much that means to me. So I'll be back here on Wednesday, and we'll continue. So in the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. I'm Piano Man Steve. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.